Wow, did you guys see this? Paul Ryan is actually pushing Congress to admit more immigrants.
Really?
Yeah, as one of his last acts of Congress, he's asking for thousands of new visas. Oh, for the Irish.
Oh, thank God, we're finally going to help the most oppressed group. People who look like Paul Ryan.
Of course, we have to save the Irish youth from the terrifying potato gangs.
Hey, say what you want about the man, but he did use his last chance to get it wrong. Hey, Sam, why don't you come skate with us? You're Canadian, right?
Why don't you suck on some milk bags, you hosers? I'm sorry. I just get so stressed out when people talk about skating. I mean, like, I could skate if I wanted to, but I actually have to do this segment, so. You know, when we hear about immigration, it's usually Fox News screaming at us that every brown baby is smuggling an ISIS in his diaper. What is it really like to come to America as a refugee in 2018? I traveled to the US border to a bus station that some are calling the new Ellis Island to find out.
This is a story about hope. Kate, that music is actually too hopey. Better. Okay, this is a story eventually about hope. It starts here, where the Rio Grande marks the border with Mexico. After weeks of hard, dangerous travel, asylum seekers often try to cross at points like this, risking drowning, alligators, or worse. Fox News.
We've been hiding in the bushes waiting to witness one of these crossings. Let's go, they're coming right now.
Thankfully, today all seems serene and deserted, with no sign of...
Oh, go on! Get out of here! Go on! Stupid Fox News reporters! Not okay!
But why do families cross here, risking both a misdemeanor charge and an ambush by the White Santa Network? Because waits at official ports of entry can stretch to weeks. Many who cross here deliberately turn themselves in and ask for asylum. Those who cross at the bridge do the same, but first get assaulted by another terrifying media figure, me. Yeah, we bought this video billboard ad right on the border for a month. Suck it, Fox! Now, there are many points to cross the 2,000-mile-long border, but here's what happens in McAllen, Texas. First, you cross and ask for asylum. Is it hope time? Not yet. In McAllen, they first reward you with a multi-day stay in this facility. Remember those pictures of kids in cages? That's here. They take your shoelaces, your belts, and most of your dignity. Also, it's so cold, people call it the freezer. Stop it, this is not the hope part. Next, there's a screening interview. If it all goes well, you'll have an asylum hearing scheduled at your eventual destination. Then ICE just drops you at the McAllen bus station, where you're let inside, and...
there is a sense of hope.
Yes, the hope part. Elizabeth Cavazos is a volunteer at the McAllen bus station. Every day, she greets hundreds of new arrivals and helps them get oriented.
So what condition are people in when they first get to this bus station?
Shell-shocked.
Shell-shocked.
You know, we're the first smiling faces they see when we get here, and I just want them to know that I am so stoked that they're here. I'm excited about what they can bring to this nation.
Do you think that changes things for them? Do you think when they see finally a welcoming
Heck yeah.
face?
Like, their shoulders go from this to this.
Most families spend a day at a shelter, then are back the next morning to begin long bus journeys, and possibly new lives.
What dreams do you have for your child?
Pues que estudie y saque una carrera. Mi deseo es ir a trabajar y sacar adelante mis hijas.
Venimos pues a trabajar y que nos den la oportunidad.
After they leave here, the vast majority of asylum seekers do attend their hearings.
I've heard as many as just 2%.
Really, Ainsley? Because the Department of Justice puts it around 90%. So let's just compromise and say you're spreading bullshit. In the end, about a third of those who apply are granted asylum. Are these people perfect? Probably no better or worse than your great-great-granddad who passed you his IBS. And when you see the faces of the people here, it's hard not to think of immigrants 100 years ago who were also feared and slandered, but whose descendants made America what it is today.
I think these people are here to show us what it means to have enough to be happy with what we have. Let's just weave them into the fabric of America. What the heck? This is what we're about.
Or at least, what we should be about.
Be honest with me. Jesse Waters is a total prick, right?